Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to visit my favorite set together with me, Antiquities. I haven't looked at Antiquities in quite a while, although it's my favorite set. But there is a reason for that, and there's a reason for the strange camera angle here, because I wanted to sit down on my chair, and then I wanted to have a look at the Antiquities cards, and when I have to talk into the microphone so you can still hear me. When I actually wanted to sit down, my chair was already occupied. As you see, Jonesy has occupied my chair. So I have to do this, yes, standing up. If the camera is going back where I want it to go, yes, like right there, it's totally fine. What I'm gonna do as well is, I can show you again, but I just will switch on the camera here. And so I can synchronize, I'm like, bing, and it's switched on, and then it's wobbling for a little bit because I got it installed on this arm here. And while it's stopping wobbling, I'm gonna shift over to the camera view with me in one of the corners. But what you can see here right now is my Antiquities binder. And for those who don't know, I'm a big fan of Antiquities. Antiquities is my favorite set, and I have it complete. It took me very long to complete it, almost 30 years. No, indeed, it took me 30 years. I completed it like, I think 1.5 years ago. So let's say 29 years, almost 30 years. I am very happy I have it complete. The last heavy hitters, I needed to focus a lot so I can achieve those. Obviously the Mishra's Workshop and the Candelabra. But when I finished collecting my Antiquities set, I really was a bit down because I didn't know what to do with Antiquities anymore. Now the set is complete, and just starting a second set was an attractive idea, but not as attractive as starting a very, very special set, and that's the Artist Proof set. I do have a couple of Artist Proofs already. If you look at the binder here, you see the normal set on the left side or the left row and the third row, and then there's always one space for the Artist Proof. As you can see, I got Douglas Schuler's Artist Proof here for the Artifact Ward, or Justin Hampton's Artist Proof for the Damping Field. If I have an Artist Proof in here that has a drawing on the back, then you will see it like this. If it's an Artist Proof that only has a blank backside, like Justin's Artist Proof here, I will just put the side up with the signature. So a lot of the Artist Proofs I have for Antiquities unfortunately do not have paintings on the back or drawings on the back, but some do. It's very difficult nowadays to get the artists to do that because they are so busy. I always try, and I always try to find more Artist Proofs, but honestly it has been getting more and more difficult to get these Artist Proofs, because somehow I think they are on people's radar now, and they are 30 years old. Antiquities is the first expansion to have Artist Proofs. Arabian Nights did not have any Artist Proofs. We had the beta, or let's say collector's edition Artist Proofs before that. So there's one set of ABU that has Artist Proofs, and that's the beta or the collector's edition. I think they are based on the same set, and those have Artist Proofs, but no expansion before Antiquities had any Artist Proofs. I was under the impression that Antiquities has 50 Artist Proofs, which is a very low number. That's what the artists I talked to confirmed to me up to now. I have been to MagicCon Amsterdam, and I've been talking to Mark Tedin there, and Mark Tedin has told me there, or even his partner Win has told me, there are more Artist Proofs for certain cards, because they somehow received a box of this one, a box of that one. If you look at the Priest of Yawgmoth, for example, she said she's got a big box of the Priest. This is an artist proof by Mark Tedin, and I was surprised by that. They even numbered it. So like this one is numbered 90, and she said she still has some of those. So apparently there are some artist proofs from Antiquities, obviously, that maybe got a print that was a little bigger than just the 50. But honestly, I can't imagine there are more than 150 of certain ones and maybe only 50 of a few ones. You never know. Still super rare, in my opinion. I know it's a blank backside, so technically the front is completely the same as a normal Magic card and the backside is just blank, so there's nothing printed on there. So technically, without sleeve, you can play these. But I think the fact that these are like the first serialized cards, if you look at the number, and of course this number has been put on there by the artist, but a limited amount of cards to a very small, limited to a very small amount, and very unique because of the blank backside, where normally the artist would do a scribble, do a drawing, do a little painting even sometimes, makes them something very similar to serialized cards. So even 30 years ago we had this without anybody knowing how this would develop 30 years after. I had some trouble finding Antiquities Artist Proofs, as I said, in Artist Proofs in general, the old ones. After Antiquities you had Legends, they have Artist Proofs. The Dark, that set has Artist Proofs, and then the sets going forward. Anyways, is my head a bit? Yes, it has to be aligned. I'm very OCD with that. So I'm really happy I was able to find these in Mark's binder at the show, and I actually got all of them. So he has done 8 Antiquities cards, has painted 8 Antiquities cards, has done the art for 8 Antiquities cards, and I got all of the artist proofs. Which brings my artist proof set. Yes, a very long intro. Where are we? 7 minutes. But we're looking at the cards in the meanwhile, at least at one of them, and you can see the others in the background. It is what it is. I think this is a very interesting thing to talk about, and personally, to me, it's very important. So that's why I take my time doing this and explaining to you how I think these things will develop in the market. And I don't do it because I think they are rare or whatever. I do it because I love antiquities. I love the old cards. That's why I collect them. But of course, it's interesting that these indeed are very, very rare. So I've been looking for some artist proofs for the last couple of months. Was very difficult to find them. At MagicCon Amsterdam, I saw a few of the high-end ones in binders. Too expensive for me at the moment. I saw Mark Tedin signing there, and dropped by his booth, and I was actually able to talk to him, to have an interview with him after the show ended. I will link to that interview at the end of this video. Check it out. It's super interesting. I appreciate he took the time to talk to me a lot, and I think he and his partner were very, very nice and very kind, and I honestly always think that's something that's rare nowadays. So I always am happy to encounter people like that. Very nice. So what I did was looking through his binder, and I saw he had his Antiquities Artist Proofs with him. And obviously, this is a chance I could not let pass, and I got them. So here we got the Priest of Yawgmoth, and we're just going to go through the binder and add these to the binder. And as you can see, they are blank on the back side. I asked if I could do a commission, but unfortunately the show was too busy, and he doesn't take any private commissions at the moment because he is, he has a backlog, a very long backlog. Unfortunately for me, I hope there will be a possibility for me to get a drawing on those cards in the future. As you see here, I got some nice ones with drawings, like Douglas Schuler's Power Artifact, where on which The artifact powered is a Icy Manipulator, also a card by Douglas Schuler, or the Haunting Wind here by Jeff A. Mangus, which is definitely one of my favorites. But as you can see, I also got a few artist proofs by Anson Maddox, Pete Venters, Kaya Foglio, and Amy Weber here, and you will see them throughout. Another Amy Weber here throughout the binder. I'm getting way ahead with these 8 cards in my artist proof collection, and those do not have a drawing on the back, so that's why they are flipped upside down. But let's add the Priest of Yawgmoth. We're at 10 minutes. Yeah, I can talk about artist proofs all day. Let's add it to the binder and be very happy about it. That's another one down. Next one would be already an Ashnod's Transmogrant. As you can see, another artist proofs. I use clear sleeves for the artist proofs, so I don't mix them. Which number is this? 73. I don't mix them with the general population of cards. But very, very nice art here as well by Mark, of course. I love it, and I'm happy to add this one to the collection as well. There are a few artists. You see the Battering Ram here by Jeff A. Mangus. A few artists and the Druids. A few artists I have all artist proofs from. Jeff A. Mangus did 4 cards. I have all 4 of them. Mark Poole, I believe, did 9. I have 9. Amy Weber, I think, did 9 or 10 even. I got all of them too, except for the Archaeologist, which is very expensive. Argivian Archaeologist. Anson Maddox did 9. I got all 9 of them. And yeah, we'll just have a look at the other one. Felden's Cane is the next one, which is up here. And that one actually always stood out to me a little bit because I somehow liked it a lot. Don't ask me why, it appealed to me. And now I got the artist proof, which is very, very cool. Happy with it. Let's hope I can get a drawing on that one eventually. One of the rares, as far as I believe. The Tetrabus is a rare. So not a lot of blank slots here anymore on some of the pages for the artist proofs. Of course, here are more like the heavy hitters, like the Colossus and the Candelabra. But yeah, it is what it is. Collecting is fun, so yeah, even if it takes a bit, and even if I am never able to complete this artist proof set, I think to me, being busy with antiquities again and collecting antiquities again is something that's very important to me, so I'm happy I can do it in this way. Tetrabus is a very nice one. Oh yes, of course. The artist proof 147, maybe it's been 150 for Mark's cards. I don't know, because some of them do have a number between 100 and 150, but I have not seen anything above 150. And of course he did 4 of the Tron lands, as you can see. And those are very, very sought after. And as you can see, I got Anson's artist proofs, all 4 of them. And I got actually Mark Poole's artist proofs, all 4 of them. And now I do have Mark Tedin's artist proofs of the Tron lands, all 4 of them. That means I got all Tron lands as artist proofs. I would love to get a painting by all 3 of them across the back of all of those artist proofs. That would be my dream project. But first of all, you would have to do it individually and leave space for the other to continue to draw on. And secondly, unfortunately, probably won't happen because they are too busy. And yes, these are indeed the artist proofs. This is number 11. That's a very low number. This one doesn't have a number. That's what I saw, like the Tron lands. They were very expensive. That means not only they are expensive because they are very sought after, but I think looking at the low numbers and looking at the fact that there are only a few left, or there were only a few left in that binder, This is 93. Oh, there goes my theory. I would say these only exist in low numbers, but if this one is 93, then at least 100 to 100, probably 150 must be out there. 113, yeah. So let's say 150 of these probably as well. They couldn't tell me exactly. I'm very curious, and I always ask. And I asked other artists, and they received 50 of certain copies. I'm sure about that. And nowadays it's a bit more restricted and a bit more clear. But yes, I think, yeah, just look at this one. Very, very nice. I think in general we can still agree up on the fact that these exist in very, very low numbers. I see if I can get this speckle out of here. Speckle of dust. And I'm gonna edit. A speckle of dust. Yeah, that's my OCD setting in. If I see that I need to remove it before I put the card in there. So folks, doesn't that look awesome? All the Tron lands as artist proofs. I think that's super cool. I even got one duplicate artist proof because I got an ornithopter without painting, and you saw one with a painting in the beginning of the binder. Folks, yeah, I'm gonna put this page a bit. Yes, that's a good end page here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's very niche, but it is what it is. I do enjoy it, and I know that a lot of you out there enjoy the old cards as well. It was super fun to talk to Mark. Check out the video if you want to continue watching. I will put it right here. I think he is an amazing artist. He is an amazing artist, and his art speaks to me a lot. And to find out he's a very kind person as well, and a very relaxed dude. Made it even nicer for me to do an interview with him. Very, very good experience. Folks, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any Antiquities Artist Proofs you are happy with. If you have any I still miss, think of me. Or if you know somebody who has any I still miss, think of me. And yeah, with these 8 cards, I think I'm close to 60 cards, 60 Artist Proofs of Antiquities. And that is almost 2/3 of the set, as you know. So we're getting somewhere with this, which is amazing, I think. When I started this 2 years ago, I never thought like, hey, I actually would get somewhere with this, but the empty slots are filling up. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. I talk to you next time. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye-bye.